projects or issues are you involved with or passionate about supporting?
Well, I like to support community efforts that promote well-being, and I've worked for 2 nonprofit organizations. One is Florida Organic Growers, the other is the Epilepsy Foundation of Florida. And both of them being nonprofit organizations, we seek volunteers to help us to keep our costs down and to get people engaged in our community. So we, both those organizations.
And how do you usually get the word out that you're looking for volunteers or that you need people to help?
I table events and kind of pull kids out of the crowd. Or we get on the phone. It's not often that they call the office looking for us. It's more that we have to step out and be accessible to them and let them know that we seek volunteers. And that tends to be it's not online, which sometimes it might be nice to have, if a volunteer could go online and look up, what's happening on what date, at what times, and they could plug themselves in as a volunteer to those things, I think that would be tremendous help, because then it kind of puts it in the volunteer's lap, and it also reaches a broader pool of volunteers, because the word can get out. The university has leadership clubs, and the word can get out, about the website. And then they can go to the website and say, well, I have time on Wednesday at 4 o'clock. What's going on Wednesday? And they could have, 5 different nonprofits or other organizations pop up offering opportunities for volunteering. And then they could put their name in that slot, and we could make contact with them and say, okay, you're on. Show up in green, because that's the color we're wearing at this event. I think that'd be tremendous.
So then if you had access to this kind of resource from the standpoint of an organization seeking volunteers, would you utilize it?
I most definitely believe I would. I would go on to the same calendar and I would see, 5 people lined up and not anymore. Like if it's set out, we need 5 volunteers, then the 6th person who comes to that slot isn't going to fulfill it, right?
Right.
So I would see those, volunteers who have that time available, and that would be a nice effort. It would mean that I wouldn't have to spend, I'm trying to save time because it is a nonprofit,
right.
and so that would save me time trying to contact them. I would be able to get to the spot, know they're already available. I wouldn't have to go through a list of 20 to find the 5. I would know these 5 people are willing to do it. I can call them, and the details can even be in the site, which is nice because there's a lot of miss sometimes in communication. But if they have all the details, they know exactly what to expect. And you just have to do it once, and you get 5 people involved, and I think that's a nice resource.
Great. Well, thank you for your time.
Okay.